by settling into a comfortable position, allowing your body to find natural support. Whether seated on a cushion, in a chair, or lying down, letting the spine lengthen gently and the muscles release unnecessary tension. Rest your hands softly, either on your lap or by your sides, and feel the points of contact between your body and the surface beneath you, sensing the quiet support that holds you effortlessly. Close your eyes gently if that feels comfortable, and turn your attention inward, away from external distractions and the activity of the outer world. Begin by noticing the breath, simply observing its natural rhythm, the rise and fall of the chest, the gentle expansion and contraction of the abdomen, without trying to control or change it. Allow the breath to anchor you in the present moment, creating a calm and receptive space, a foundation for the observation of subtler layers of mind. As you settle into this attentive awareness, begin to notice the more obvious thoughts, sensations, and emotions that arise, allowing them to be present without judgment or engagement. Observe them as passing phenomena, like clouds drifting across the vast sky of consciousness, recognizing that they come and go naturally, and that your awareness remains steady and unchanging. Now, gently turn attention to the subtler layers of mind, noticing sensations that are more refined, emotions that are softer, thoughts that are barely perceptible, emerging on the edge of awareness. These subtle phenomena may be fleeting, delicate, or almost imperceptible, yet they carry the texture of habitual mental patterns and deep-seated tendencies. Notice them without grasping, without labeling, simply observing their arising, their presence, and their natural dissolution. Sense that each subtle thought, emotion, or sensation is transient, like ripples on the surface of a calm lake, appearing and dissolving in the vast, still water of awareness. Allow attention to move gently through these layers, noticing how they interact, how they shift, and how they naturally arise and disappear without intervention. Observe any tendency of the mind to cling to these subtle impressions, to analyze or interpret them, and gently release it, returning to the open, witnessing awareness that allows all phenomena to be as they are. Sense the delicate interplay between gross and subtle layers of mind, noticing that even subtle phenomena are contained within the vast field of consciousness, arising and dissolving naturally, without altering the underlying awareness. As you rest in observation, notice patterns that emerge in the subtle mind, habitual tendencies, recurring emotions, or recurring thought structures. Observe them with curiosity and kindness, recognizing them as part of the mind's natural activity, yet distinct from the unchanging awareness that witnesses them. Allow the awareness to expand to include sensations of the body, the subtleties of energy, tension, or relaxation, as well as the subtler currents of emotion and thought, noticing how all layers coexist within consciousness without grasping or resistance. If distractions arise, acknowledge them gently and return attention to the subtler phenomena, the delicate currents of mind, allowing awareness to remain spacious, open, and receptive. Sense the quality of spacious presence that holds both gross and subtle layers effortlessly, noticing that awareness itself does not change, even as mental content shifts in countless ways. Allow a gentle curiosity to arise, exploring without interference, noticing how subtle sensations, emotions, and thoughts arise spontaneously, shift, and dissolve, and how awareness remains the silent, unchanging witness. Observe the texture of subtle mental activity, slight impulses, faint emotions, wisps of thought, or gentle moods. Notice how they arise from habitual tendencies, yet are impermanent, fleeting, and ever-changing, and how your awareness can witness them without being drawn in. Sense the freedom that comes from non-grasping, the clarity and calm that arises when attention rests in observation rather than reaction. Each time a subtle thought or feeling appears, notice it fully, then allow it to dissolve naturally, returning attention to the quiet, spacious awareness that contains it. Explore the layers of mind without expectation or effort, allowing subtle phenomena to reveal themselves in their own way and in their own time, without needing to control or manipulate them. Notice that some layers may be denser, others lighter, some more familiar, others more subtle or hidden, and yet all arise within the same vast field of consciousness, all dissolving naturally back into awareness. Sense that awareness is not the content of the mind, not the thoughts, not the emotions, not the sensations, but the silent, spacious, unchanging field in which all arise. Allow subtle waves of energy, thought, and feeling to come and go, noticing their impermanence, their arising and passing, while the observer remains calm, steady, and unperturbed. Observe habitual tendencies in the subtle mind, recognizing patterns of attachment, aversion, or identification, and gently releasing them into the background of awareness, returning attention to pure observation. Sense that each moment of witnessing, each return to awareness, strengthens clarity, non-attachment, and equanimity, cultivating insight into the deeper layers of mind without interference. Let the observation be effortless, gentle, and accepting, resting in the knowledge that awareness itself is sufficient, that nothing needs to be changed or controlled, and that all phenomena are naturally transient. Expand attention to include all layers simultaneously: the gross, the subtle, the most delicate currents of thought, emotion, and sensation, resting as the spacious awareness that contains them, seeing them arise and dissolve without grasping or aversion. Allow a sense of calm and lightness to permeate, noticing how effortless observation brings clarity, balance, and inner stillness, how awareness itself is untouched by the fluctuations of the mind. Rest in this spacious witnessing, letting subtle thoughts, emotions, and sensations move naturally, noticing them fully, then releasing them, returning to the vast, unchanging presence behind all experience. Feel a sense of integration as the body, mind, and subtle awareness align in the effortless clarity of witnessing consciousness. Notice the sense of aliveness that arises in awareness itself, the subtle joy of non-grasping, the profound ease of simply observing without interference. Allow attention to remain soft, receptive, and alert, moving gently through the layers of mind without fixation, simply resting in the open awareness that is always present, steady, and luminous. As this practice draws to a close, gently expand awareness to include the body, the breath, and the space around you, integrating the recognition of subtle layers of mind and the spacious awareness that witnesses them into the present moment. Know that this capacity to observe subtle phenomena without grasping, to notice patterns of mind and habitual tendencies, is always available, a tool for clarity, insight, and freedom from identification. Finally, bring gentle movements to the fingers and toes. Allow the eyes to flutter open when ready, and carry this expanded awareness of subtle layers of mind, this non-grasping observation, into your daily life, resting fully as the witness of all phenomena, fully present, fully awake, and fully free.